Hey everybody, Bonehead from the Bonehead podcast, and this is a bit of a weird one. So yesterday I dropped a little video to the YouTube members and Patreons, basically saying, hey, Monday Night Blood Bowl is coming back, and these are some things I want to look to do in the future. These are some things I'm thinking about changing, and these are some things that I've learned over the last 3 months. So the first quarter of the year is over, and kind of just wanted to have a little round out with everybody on that. Now, at work this week, I've been looking at some data from surveys, and it's made me think, actually, maybe I should pop out a survey to you guys, our viewers. Now, I know Miniac did this a little while ago as well, and tell you what, it's pretty useful to see. So, this is really boring, but what we will do, we're recording next Thursday. We're recording the podcast, so that is Thursday the 10th. So, I'm going to put this survey out now on Wednesday the 2nd. So basically, anybody who completes the survey by midnight, or just by the point we record on Thursday morning, will be eligible for a raffle, so a draw. So when me, Trips, and potentially Ben record next week, we will look at everybody who submitted, and we will randomly generate somebody to win. And the prize is going to be a Bonehead podcast mug, as in the Got Dodge mug, and a Brutefun team of your choice printed by me. So we don't have the shop open anymore, but we do love Brutefun. So if you want a Brutefun team, I will print you any one of your choice. I mean, the Forest Goblin one's looking pretty good, and we're going to be looking to give some of those away at Monday Night Blood Bowl coming up. The Squig team's pretty good. There's a lot of very good Bruty teams, and we will print you one if you win the raffle. So let's have a quick look at some of the questions on the survey. There's only like 6 or 7, so it's not going to take you very long, but there's a reason for all of these, right? I just want to get some input, some insight. So let's make my face disappear, and we'll have the exciting view of a Google sheet. Google form. I love Google Forms. Right, so the podcast survey. We just want to take a second and ask you to help us out with the content, honestly, to help me out. So yes, the purpose of this, and I'll talk through the questions as I go through, like why I'm asking it, because I think it's really important for surveys. Now, if you're not interested, don't worry about it. It's cool. But if you want to help me, it's basically just to kind of help me gauge the interest in what's going on, because it's Blood Bowl, right? I want to do everything in Blood Bowl. I want to do absolutely everything. I want to do Dungeon Bowl stuff. I want to do sevens. I want to do secret teams. I want to do tournament coverage. I want to do everything, and I also want to do some one-page rules bits and maybe some Kings of War. I don't know. There's just definitely Necromunda. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I need to kind of just accept the fact that I don't have infinite time. I have to prioritize, and I have to prioritize and plan like 2 months in advance these days, which is something I'm slowly learning. So yes, this is to help me plan and just kind of encourage me. Now, the Patreons and the YouTube members will be instrumental in all of this. When I've come up with a plan, I'll go to them, and they will help us basically build. So if we do a Age of Sigmar campaign, probably very unlikely, Patreon's basically going to pick which armies we do. And they're going to name the units, and that's the kind of stuff, that's the kind of engagement I want, because that's just super fun when you're working together with a whole bunch of people that are interested, and that's kind of where I want to go. But we're starting a Blood Bowl. So first of all, you a Patreon or member, just wanted to, that's just for me to be interested. What are your favorite variants of Blood Bowl? So the reason I'm asking this question is because I want to know what you like. Like, there's 20-something thousand of you out there, and you clearly like Blood Bowl. I want to know what it is that you play, what it is you want to see, what it is you really enjoy. Standard 11s League, i.e. the Bonehead Championship. Standard 11s matched play, so tournament play. Like, do you just love playing tournaments? Do you just interested in tournaments, in match play for Blood Bowl? Sevens, Dungeon Bowl, Gutter Bowl, Street Bowl, or Blood Bowl 3. Like, if a whole load of you guys out there love Blood Bowl 3, hey, I will bust out the streamer headset and we will play some Blood Bowl 3. No problem. Like, if that's what you guys want to see and do with us, with me, that's awesome. Like, I'm here to make content for and with everybody. This is why I do this. Like, this is my way of having a conversation. It's how have I described it before? It's kind of like having an asymmetric conversation is how I've always thought about putting these videos together. And the podcast, when I started with Rich, it's kind of like, well, let's have a conversation and then let's see what other people want to add to it afterwards. And that's kind of how I view all of this stuff that we do. So Gutter Bowl, Street Bowl, Blood Bowl 3. So what's your favorite variants? What's your favorite way to watch Blood Bowl games? live tabletop, i.e. Monday Night Blood Bowl, recorded tabletop, i.e. the old Bonehead Championship and 7 Super Series. That is a pretty big one. That's a pretty important one to me. I want to know what your preference is. I love doing Monday Night Blood Bowl. It's funny. It's easier to do it because you don't have to edit it. It's harder because you have to orchestrate one additional person and there's no flex. Like if everything is like, if you get someone around to film or in the morning something goes wrong, you can push it back to the next day or something. That makes it more manageable. Monday Night Blood Bowl is kind of like, right, I got to be free at 7 o'clock on a Monday to set everything up. Trips has got to leave his house at 7 o'clock Monday. Ben has got to remember that he's leaving his house at 7:30 p.m. Monday to get here. But I just want to know what you prefer, what goes down better on the channel. And there's also in there, I put live Blood Bowl 3 streams and VOD BB3 streams. So I've got an idea. You see, for a Blood Bowl 3 series. I just haven't known whether to bother, whether it would be particularly interesting to you guys. All right, this is a big one, and I know what you're going to say in a lot of cases. I just need to know. Are you interested in tournament coverage? Not really. Yes. Live coverage of gameplays. Yes. Recorded coverage. So, you know, we do Beachhead, and then the weekend after or the week after you see the games like as replays come through or highlights, or yes, round updates but not gameplay, or other. Like Blood Bowl tournament coverage is something that's very interesting to me because I love stuff like the Magic the Gathering. Like I love the Pro Tour and I love the coverage that they do on the Pro Tour. Obviously we don't have the budget to do that for Blood Bowl, but if it's something that we can work towards and it's something that everyone's interested in, then I want to be the people that do it, because I want us to be the ones who do that, because I don't know, that's what I want to see. But only the few times we've done it, it's been a bit rusty, it's not been brilliant, and yeah, it's I don't know whether it's what people want to see. Next question, are you interested in non-standard Blood Bowl content? This is a really interesting one because there is a groundswell of Secret League interest in our Discord. You know, the Secret League teams have been on Fumble for ages, but they're now hitting tour play, which means tabletop league players and stuff, and tournament players who use tour play are kind of like, oh, what's this? Oh, another team. Oh, a Squick team. And people like Brutefun are making STLs for teams that could be, sorry, that's the wind, if you can believe it, that can be made and just printed and just like, ha, voila. Here is a team that is from the secret team. And the Cathay is coming for Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Punga have dropped a Cathay looking team. Fumble Secret League has a Cathay team. Like, there's just a lot of stuff there in Secret League. But yes, Secret League, so the answer's not really. Yes, secret teams. Yes, mixed teams. Yes, new teams that, you know, we can develop together. Because that was something Ben and I wanted to do last year before, was, maybe it was even before that, was kind of like, we were interested in doing like a design a team competition, which we used to kind of do, like design a team competition and base it. We're kind of thinking about like, okay, let's get everyone to make a Dungeons and Dragons team or star player, because I wanted to use a beholder like in Blood Bowl. I thought that'd be really cool and really interesting. I know, Stevie, if you're watching this, you're going to be sitting there going, oh, team design, sign me up. But yeah, I wanted to see if you guys were interested in that. So that's the Blood Bowl questions. And then a very little question here. Which non-Blood Bowl games are you interested in? Warhammer 40k, OPR, Necromunda, the Old World, Battletech, Kings of War? None. Just Blood Bowl for me. I really want to know if you're just like, nah, not interested in anything else. Or other, like Age of Sigmar or whatever else there is going on out there that, you know, hasn't really touched us or touched our world. I will say that the reason we want to know that is because we want to know what you guys play and what you're interested in. Just kind of, it will absolutely steer us. So if everyone here is like, boom, the Old World, no PR, I'm like, cool. Clearly people like one-page rules and fantasy games. So we can therefore go with a one-page rules fantasy campaign. Or if everyone loves 40k and Necromunda, we can be like, cool, maybe we bust out some Necromunda, we bust out some Skirmish. It's just, it will, the thing is, right, all this stuff, I'm like, I'm interested in all of it. That's the problem. So the answering this question is like, where do I channel my creative energies? Like, I think, you know, if you saw the Patreon video, you'll see the Space Hulk that's being built. I'm just building that. That's stupid. That is a waste of time and resin. But it's fun for me, and it's kind of like, I need to kind of, all of this is fun. If someone says, yeah, I love the Old World and I love Kings of War, I can be like, cool. I've moved the cameras around, we've got this thing, so Annie can now get the 6x4 set up. We can play some Old World, some big games, some Kings of War. We can brew up a Kings of War force. Kings of War Champions just landing. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff out there that really just means I get to hobby more with my friends and share it with you. That That is what I'm looking for here. So the good, the bad, the ugly, please let us know if you have any comments on our content or content ideas or things you wish we do. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, but I want to hear what you guys want, what you like, what you don't like. Honestly, you're a viewer, so, and a lot of you will be our Patreons and members. And I just want to know what it is that you're looking for, because I believe in working together as much as possible. So if there's something you want us to do, something you think we used to do or could do better, then I want to hear about it, because you might be right. And I guarantee there's going to be a ton of you out there that are like, what about this idea, Ben? And I'm going to go, oh my God, like that's genius. Like, yes, we can absolutely do this or that, or yeah, I'd love to do that. Like, there's going to be some really cool ideas in there. I guess in that comment, when you write your ideas, if you want to be engaged with it, join us in the Discord, let us know your name or an email address or something like that, just so that if it's like a really cool individual idea, I can ping you. If it's not, if it's something that's just generic or you don't think it needs any explanation, don't worry about it at all. On emails, if you want to be entered into the prize raffle, please pop your email address below. That is an interesting one, actually, because I don't want to read your email address out on the stream, so I will put a little extra one underneath that says your name if you win. How does that sound? Yeah, I'll definitely do that, because that is that is suboptimal, as we say. Let's edit that immediately and put that in there now. Right, okay, cool. So yes, it's boring, it's a survey, but like I said, we're going to do a little raffle on the next podcast, which is going to be next Thursday. We're recording, and it'll go out Friday to the patrons and YouTube members, and then it'll go out Saturday morning to everybody else. So if you're interested in helping me out, helping the guys out on the channel with ideas and feedback, that would be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully it's not too many questions. I really hate those. It's like, hey, here's a survey, can you help? And you're like, yeah, sure. And it's just like 8 pages, and it's like, no, not doing that. But like 6 questions. How many questions is there? Are you a Patreon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it's six tick box questions and optional words and optional email, which I don't think is too bad. Anyway, we will pop that out, link below, and yeah, please help me out a bit. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up now. Thank you very much for joining. We will be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy blocking.